Hello and welcome to a special National Omni News South Asian edition. I'm Khush Panthaky. Our top story tonight. Chances are you've seen the images beamed round the world from Saudi Arabia. Millions of Muslims gathered peacefully in Islam's holiest city. After all, it is the largest gathering of human activity in history. Well, petty thieves are rarely very smart. It seems they almost always find a way to get caught. Now take a pair of suspected car thieves. Little did they realize that their attempt at pilfering a vehicle would end up with one of them driving it into a wall. Now, as you may recall, StatsCan reported that South Asians are the fastest growing community in the country. Yet, less than 4% of them give blood every year. That's compared to 85% of Caucasians. So there's a lot of catching up to do. Cal Ripken Jr. and Tony Gwynn are headed to the Baseball Hall of Fame. But to no one's real surprise, slugger Mark McGwire is not. Now, Justice Blacklock's decision boils down to several salient points. Namely, he points out that the law is neutral and does not make any distinctions based on religion or creed. However, he does admit in his decision that the law as it is places an undue burden on the Sikh community. So,
Khush, the government insists this is a good piece of legislation, but critics say they still have a problem with it. So what can you tell us?
Well, Angie, you know, there's no shortage of issues that they don't like. First and foremost was the seemingly secretive way in which the amendments were brought in, couched as they were in a budget reform bill and further in a confidence motion. So they feel that there's a purely political motive to the move. Now, yesterday, a nationwide poll found that more than half of Canadians feel that we're being too accommodating to visible minorities. And I think that there was a subtext, or the subtext of those responses had a lot to do with Islam in Canada, although not exclusively. Would you say that's a fair statement?
I think so.
CAS workers stress it's important not to make the distinction yourself, whether or not abuse is happening. Call them at 416-924-4646 or call police and let them make the informed decision as to how to proceed. Chaos and confusion all over Pakistan today. The country's main opposition leader and former Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto was assassinated early this morning, Toronto time. Stay tuned for this week's commentary by Zahir Kashmiri from all of us here at Omni Television. Have a safe and happy Easter weekend. I'm Khush Panthaky. Have a good night. Bye-bye.